Hello, guys, and welcome to the third part of the Alternate Future series. In the last part, a few things happened, and those things were the Egyptian-Sudanese war, which ended up with Egypt and South Sudan winning, which then became the new Sudanese Republic. A civil war in Iran that now has a democratic government that is closely tied with the ODO, though not officially part of them. And also the war in Ukraine, which ended off by the Russians losing all their claims and Ukraine coming back to its original peaceful state. And now we're left off in a world that hasn't changed that much, but some pretty big things will happen this episode. And the first thing that will happen will be in Africa. That would be the formation of the East African Federation. This is proposed in real life, and in this universe, it's gonna happen. All the countries are pretty closely allied, and they all see that this would benefit them. And also, in the real world version, South Sudan would be part of this, but now South Sudan is the Sudanese Republic. They do join anyways. So, yeah, this new federation is pretty powerful, and they are they're like sorta democratic. Well, they're pretty neutral. They aren't connected to any of the two big alliances, and also that also makes South Sudan, or the new Sudanese Republic, which was their own thing. Now that they've joined the East African Federation, they also left the CSTO. So yeah, now the CSTO has less stuff in Africa, but Egypt still remains in the CSTO. But yeah, so this new country has formed, and one conflict finally gets settled, and that's the one in Israel and Palestine. So I know that in real life this probably never happen, but in this universe they peacefully unite. Like, no fighting, no nothing. They just unite into one, and I don't know how to call this. I'm pretty sure Addis Pro did the same thing in his alternate future series, and he called it Israelistan or something like that. So I'll call it that too. That's just like the best way to resolve this conflict, and yeah, so that's what happens. And next up, more countries will be picking a side and joining alliances. So for the ODO, Kosovo joins in because now with the Russian loss in Ukraine, in the Treaty of Peace, Russia agreed to recognize Kosovo, and all the countries in the ODO that didn't recognize Kosovo, so like Spain and Romania and a few others, I think, started recognizing it too. So yeah, so I mean, some countries still don't recognize it, like of course Serbia, but they are part of the ODO. And Bosnia, with this series, got quite a bit more stable, and they do join the ODO. Also, let's say one thing. Right now in this universe, it would be like 2026/2027 or something like that. So yeah, it's a bit from the future, but overall, it's not that far in the future. So yeah. Also, some countries join the CSTO, and that would be some of the Stan countries: Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. And also, Cambodia also joins the CSTO, which is, somewhat surprising as they're like nowhere near the others. But they do join, so good for them, I guess. And that would be all for. Actually, no. One more thing would be down here in the Rio Pact. More countries join it, and that would be Guyana and Suriname, and also Ecuador. So yeah, those countries joined the Rio Pact. Also, some talks have begun of the ODO, I mean the countries of the Rio Pact joining the ODO. They already cope, I mean America is also in the Rio Pact, so it would make sense, but for now they don't join it. So wait, why is this yellow? This is not supposed to be yellow. Okay. So yeah, so that's all for alliances for now, and some more things happen, mostly in China, and in this universe, and in real life too, kinda, but especially in this universe, there's a ton of unrest in China, like in the Tibetan and Xinjiang regions. A lot of people don't want to be there and want to be their own countries. So, China is dealing with quite a lot of problems. Also, Taiwan being part of the ODO worries China quite a bit. They do still claim Taiwan, but Taiwan is kinda, becoming recognized by more and more countries in the world. More countries in Europe have started, seeing Taiwan as a real country and not just China. So Taiwan is getting quite a lot of support from the West, and China in general isn't doing too well, and nothing is gonna happen to them yet, though some things might happen in China soon. I said in my last video that some stuff would happen in Asia. I was mostly talking about like China and Cambodia and all of that stuff, but nothing's really happening in China yet. Nothing like huge, like a civil war or something, but well, not yet, but soon something might definitely happen. But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big event, and that would be Canada and the United States of America becoming one single country. In real life, they probably wouldn't do this, but they're already extremely close allies, so this is definitely possible to happen. And now also Alaska doesn't have weird borders, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, so now Canada and the United States of America are one big country, which will benefits both of them. Now they have like full control of the Great Lakes. They just engulf all of them so they can, get all the water from there and stuff. And yeah, so that's another big event happening. And some more diplomatic stuff. I like to do like little diplomatic events at the end because the video is already 9 minutes long. Like I'm recording for 9 minutes. It'll probably be shorter because I tend to trim my videos a bit to make them, less boring. But yeah, some small diplomatic stuff would be Russia being Russia and threatening the West. Like, saying, like, just, doing Russia stuff, saying that they will invade all of them and all of that. And also putting some troops near the borders. Like, quite a lot of troops, so this actually gets the ODO quite concerned. But they don't really fear Russia that much. China has been drifting away from Russia because they're struggling with their own problems, as I said, so the West isn't scared of them. Also, for this alliance map, I'll have to update it soon because, like, a lot of border changes are happening. So, probably next video it will be updated, but yeah. So, yeah, pretty much just Russia is, threatening everyone, as they are always doing that. And yeah, well, that will be it for this video. Some few notable things happened, as in the East African Federation forming, China, kind of exploding, some more countries joining alliances, the US and Canada joining into one. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Next episode will be tomorrow, and I may do some other video tomorrow or after tomorrow. But yeah, I really enjoy making this series. I've always wanted to make like an alternate future series like this. And now I can finally do it. Now I have an audience that actually watch my videos, which is pretty cool. And yes, so see you in the next episode. Bye.